I was diagnosed June 30th, 2011.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor.
I'm a breast cancer survivor now of 7 years.
I was diagnosed in November of 2000. So I am now 12 years out as of November. I'm so excited.
I was diagnosed in December of 2006.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in April of 2001. And so I am a 12-year survivor, praise God.
Breast cancer is so scary for so many people, not just breast cancer, cancer period. They hear cancer and they're like, oh my God, it's a death sentence. Oh my God, I'm gonna die today.
When you first find out, it feels like, okay, it just can't be real. But it was real.
After getting the phone call, and he said that I was tested positive for breast cancer, I thought, okay, wrong person, wrong name, you got the charts mixed up, you got the dates wrong, everything. But he kept telling me, no, you've been tested. And at that moment I thought, okay, how much time do I have to live? What decisions I'm going to have to start making as far as in my son and just life in general. You know, it was very devastating, very scary. I was just scared.
Initially, when I was diagnosed, I was very, very scared. And I didn't have a history that I was aware of my family and people to talk to about it personally.
For me, it was more about when it was going to happen. Breast cancer happens to run in my family. I lost an aunt and I lost a sister to breast cancer. So even though it was shocking to get the diagnosis, it wasn't surprising.
Once you're diagnosed, they said, well, you know, you can have a lumpectomy, you can have a mastectomy, you can have chemo, you can have this type of chemo, you can have radiation. They got a new one now. It's just a localized radiation.
I had a lumpectomy first, and then after they took out the partial, they found out they had more cancer than what they didn't know, so I had to have a full mastectomy.
I had a left mastectomy, and then I had reconstructive surgery. I finally decided to have both my breasts removed, and once I did that, I prayed to God for just peace and understanding of what I was going through. And once I had my breasts removed, it was like the weight of the world was lifted off my shoulders. I was at peace with whatever happened, and I was very, very lucky. I did not have to have chemotherapy. I did not have to have radiation.
During my chemo and my radiation, I got pregnant with my daughter. I was told by the doctors, don't you dare have a baby, because you will probably get another type of cancer that will take your life. I was terrified. I was more scared of her, losing her, than I was even of dying of cancer.
I had a lumpectomy, and as a result, you know, your fluids get back up and from the area where they removed the lymph nodes. And I have lymphedema as a result. You know, if there's anything that I don't like, and it's this lymphedema, it messes with my image.
It never gets easy, in spite of whatever they tell you when you're talking about it. Going through chemo was just like a human fungus, but I did it with grace and charm like my parents taught me.
When I look at my body, I get very angry and I cry over the scars. But then my husband will walk in and he'll say, they're beautiful, or he'll kiss them, or he'll touch them and tell me it's just a part of your voyage, sweetie, and get past it. But I think that's the biggest struggle, looking at all the scars that have been put on my body through this whole transition. But I'm here, so.
When they told me that I had breast cancer, I went home, looked in the mirror, and told the breast it's got to go because it's not going to kill me. That was what I chose to do. For me, I've had a total of 4 breasts in my lifetime. And as a survivor, you kind of understand what that means. When I was first diagnosed 16 years ago, I made a decision to have a mastectomy, which was the best thing to do because it saved my life. Had I made any other decision, I wouldn't be here today to talk to you and bring Cierra Sisters to the world.
I just knew that I had to go and connect with breast cancer survivors
So I called Cierra Sisters, never had heard of them, looked them up online, and Bridget got in touch with me, and we've been fellow survivors ever since then.
I wasn't really into the group thing, you know, and when I found Cierra Sisters, they were unique, they were different.
So I was seeking a support system and went to several meetings of different groups, and none of those groups were a good fit for me. I would find myself supporting the people at the support group versus getting support.
It's just amazing how through all what I've been through, Cierra Sisters have just been an awesome support group through all of this, what I've been through.
I am just worthy to be a part of the Cierra Sisters, being a part of a group that teaches and enriches and spread the knowledge about breast cancer.
There's days where I want to forget that this happened to me, and I remember when I met Bridget, I wanted to forget. But she said, Felicia, the title is survivor. Not that you had breast cancer, that's not your title. Your title is survivor. You're here, you're beautiful, you made it. And then that's pretty much my story.
To know that you have something that's life-threatening, that gives you the opportunity to fight, to get knowledge, to understand how your body acts, how it reacts, and what you need to do to fight.
There's a lot of African American women that has been affected by this, and breast cancer knows no class.
Get your mammograms. Please, sisters, get your mammograms. Whether you're a black sister, a white sister, a Filipino sister, a Samoan sister, get your mammograms. Check your breasts when you're showering. Check your breasts when you're laying down in your bed. Check your breasts before you go to sleep at night. The message is to check your body, and if you feel anything, go straight to your doctor and be your own advocate. If they don't trust that lump, get another doctor. Because I was 31 years old when I found my breast cancer. So it's not a 40-year-old disease and it's not a 50-year-old disease. It's a whoever got it disease. So fight for it. So my message is take care of your body, look at your body, treat it like the temple that you've been blessed to have. And that's my message.
I believe that God created everything on this earth for us to use to combat our health issues. Now, I'm not ashamed to say that, I'm on the healthy side. I'm from the Thickum tribe right now. And that's all right. I love who I am. But I also know that I need to stand up and take charge of the Thickum side. And we need to tone it down some. So, and that's okay too, because my aunt had a saying. When she was small, she said, skinny is in. But when she was fat, she said, fat's where it's at. So whatever state of mind you find yourself in, love who you are.
I don't claim this cancer, for one thing. I don't claim it. I own Michelle. I try not to feed into it because it causes other problems.
For a while there, I was thinking, I probably can't do this because I'm, used to being married and depending on other people. But through all this, I've been able to do it just myself as being a single parent.
I've been married 22 years tomorrow to a wonderful man. And I also got married here. So 22 years tomorrow, I was married here. And I look out and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm still here.
I am here today just praising God for all of his goodness and just all of his blessings.
You've got to stay positive, and you've got to stay around positive people. Don't let people speak over you, negative things, negativity, and all those things. God has the final say on everything.
God has been the one that has said through all of this, I got you. I'm carrying you through this. I've chosen you to be the one to go through this for me.
It's kind of like a gift to me because it's only made me better. God is using me in a mighty, mighty way. So bring it on.